Rain, Rain, Feel Free to Stay by J.A. Footnote, a Naruto fanfic, rated T. Voice narrated by Sky Pomerantz. Location on fanfiction.net. The smell of coffee gradually overpowered the rainwater, pulling him from his half-asleep lull enough to smile and let out a quiet murmur of, "Hinata-chan's so nice." Right on cue, he heard Hinata's embarrassed squeak of surprise, rebalanced two mugs, letting off gently wafting steam before placing them both on the table beside their bed. She sounded more nervous than scolding. "Geez, Naruto-kun, don't startle me like that." Naruto grinned back at her. "Sorry, Hinata-chan, that the vial." He sat up and she handed him his matching mug, the ceramic banishing what little cold left in his fingers. Pulling Hinata gently to his chest, sighing contentedly into his coffee. Naruto ran the pads of his fingers over Hinata's arm. The sound of rain brought him into a memory as they floated into a comfortable silence. How many rainy days had he spent in his room as a child in Konoha, watching the rain from underneath his blanket, convincing himself that it was enough to keep him warm, that he wasn't lonely at all, that the gray skies were the only reason he wasn't happy. But Hinata's warmth against him reminded him how long ago that all felt. He grinned and chuckled as he pulled her impossibly closer. What is it, Naruto-kun?" "Nothing. I was just thinking how, on a day like this, when it comes to staying warm under covers, 2 is better than 1. That the vial? Don't you think?" Hinata's pearl eyes met his and they seemed to sparkle as she smiled that smile. The one that made him feel like his heart was being squeezed and set on fire all at once and made his throat constrict with a feeling he'd only ever felt with her. And oh man, he loved his wife. "I do," Hinata replied softly. Naruto quickly removed the half-empty mugs from both of his hands, placing them back on the bedside table before enveloping Hinata in a full-on hug, his lower lip trembling softly. Naruto-kun, what's wrong?" Hinata gripped at the back of his shirt in mild panic. Nothing's wrong. That the vial." Naruto laughed wetly and shook his head against Hinata's navy locks. Everything was perfect. Thank you for reading. Rain, Rain, Feel Free to Stay.